Ron, Ron, Ron Weasley.
Dumbledore.
Ron Weasley.
Dumbledore.
Snape, Severus,
Hermione.
Harry Potter, Harry Potter, Harry Potter.
Voldemort, you Voldemort.
So, bro, why didn't we just sing that song?
We're doing Harry Potter Puppet Pals trivia.
just all 4 episodes.
Leprechaun Teen. Who said that?
So this is our newest edition of How Well Does Marq and Danny Know Pokemon, :
You could probably change it to How Well Do We Know Pokemon.
But Marq and Danny makes the title longer.
Yeah, so people go like, how well do... too much.
Know Pokemon, : Harry Potter. And since we both have a love for Harry Potter, probably you more than me, but definitely
not the character himself. I think he's a little shit.
Oh, yeah.
A little...
Harry Potter is a prime example that the main character does not have to be well written or likable for the material to be good.
I mean, that's every anime as well.
Well, that's what we were talking about that recently. So what we're doing in this episode is we've each come up with 12 questions for one another. We're going to try to stump the other person. We'll go through all the questions, but we've determined that if you can stump the other person 3 times, you're declared the victor. If we both get stumped 3 times, then we're whatever. But what we also do with these questions is we use the internet to verify the answers, but the questions are completely original from our brains and questions that we personally knew the answer to ahead of time. So we're not asking the other person anything that we didn't already know prior to recording this video.
And we didn't want to do ones where it's like, oh, I know for a fact Marq won't know all 12 of these, because that would just be kind of douchey. And we might have overlapping questions too, but we'll find out. We didn't have anyone to check it ahead of time.
You want to start?
No, you can start.
All right. First question. How does Harry describe his first snog to Ron?
I remember him saying it's wet because Cho Chang was crying
the whole time. I was just looking for wet. That sticks with me because it's like when you think about a first kiss, like you don't think, oh, it was wet. It's because she was crying.
She was crying about her dead boyfriend.
And then Ron replies, "Why was it that bad?" Which is just why Ron's such.
And Hermione's like, "I'm sure Harry was a good kisser."
All right. Good job.
Is it my turn then?
Yes.
What is Harry Potter's address while living with the Dursleys?
Oh man, I almost asked this question too.
I almost did it because I was remember. Like, we might both have it.
Hold on. It's like the memory's trapped in my brain, and I'm like trying to like move it forward.
Because they say it so much.
They do it, like especially in the intro of the book, like you get it like right away.
Like Vernon Dursley's a proper man on this road.
I'm blanking on a number, and I keep thinking like King's Court, but I can't. I don't know.
Number 4, Privet Drive.
Privet. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's one of the ones you hear and you're like, no!
Yes. It was like in the Star Wars video when we like finished filming, and you're like, bro, Kit Fisto, and I'm like, oh my god.
Hit me with that number 2.
All right. Who does Fleur Delacour save in the second Triwizard Tournament trial?
Her little sister, but I don't know her name.
Wrong. She saves no one.
Oh, true. Harry saves the little sister.
Yes, I was hoping I could get you.
I have a trick question on here too.
That one was like, I want to give him an easy question, but like make it a little bit of a trick question just in case I can't get him later on with a detail.
I was thinking like, who did she have to save today? You know what's funny is my second question also is the second trial of the Triwizard Tournament.
All right, let's hear it.
Who gave Harry Potter the Gillyweed and Goblet of Fire? There's 2 answers to this because it's different in the book and in the movie, so I'll accept either one.
I remember Neville.
Neville is in the movie. Dobby's in the book.
That's right.
Yeah.
And it's isn't it one of the teachers that tells Dobby to give it to him in the book?
I think he purposely overheard it from Mad Eye Moody because Moody was making sure Harry won.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Because Barty Crouch Jr.
Yeah, he knew Dobby was listening. Yeah. Okay. I remember that in the book there were two people involved, but Neville was the one I'm like, I clearly like see this in my brain.
Yeah, and because Mad Eye Moody's like, who do you think gave him the book in the movie? Harry's like, I don't know. Oh, set up.
All right. What was Mr. Weasley's job at the Department of Magic?
Oh, I don't know the exact title.
I'll take...
Something with Muggle artifacts, though.
Alright, so I'll take it, because the official title is Misuse of Muggle Artifacts Office.
Okay.
And I had it, like, I remembered it as Muggle artifacts, something that's like wrong with it.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I know it's Muggle artifacts.
Something with. All right, I'll give you that one.
All right, so this one is name 3 characters that were present in the books and not the movies, and there are.
Oh my gosh.
There's 7 answers, and you only have to say 3 of them.
It's difficult because I'm going through their faces like in the movies, and then
like
trying to think
is there
of
a
who's
face
missing.
Yeah.
Trying to think, are there like professors that are missing?
Well, there might be.
How many do I have to name?
3. There's 2 that I think are really obvious and memorable, but maybe not.
I'm like, the names is the problem, like, cause like my brain keeps going to like characters that they kind of like changed.
No, these are straight up
movie,
just
but
like
these are like were left out. Yeah,
like not even mentioned. Actually, you know what? Mentioned because there are 2 on here that have been mentioned in the movies, but they did not appear on screen.
Who never appeared on screen? I don't want to like sit here forever. I'm gonna give myself like 10 more seconds. If none of them jump out, I'll take the loss. If you know, while I'm stalling, go down to the comments, comment the answer.
They're gonna wait for me to say all of them and be like, I knew. But they're gonna alter the order that they
but then it'll have like the time mark on their comment. We'll be like, haha.
Yeah, it's like after.
I know I should know, but no, there's no names that are just jumping.
You're gonna hate yourself for the very first one. Okay. Say Peeves the Poltergeist.
That's. Oh my gosh! Yeah.
Ludo Bagman.
Okay.
Neville's parents. Never mentioned, but never appeared on screen because they go to.
They're only in the picture of.
They don't do that whole thing in Order of the Phoenix where they go to Mungo's hospital or whatever.
Yeah. There is a picture though, the original Order of the Phoenix that has them in it.
Yeah, if you want to count that, but they're not. They don't appear on screen.
That's me trying to like show that I have Harry Potter knowledge.
Winky the elf.
Okay.
She's the female house elf owned by Barty Crouch. Professor Binns, the history of magic teacher. He's a ghost.
Yes, I knew there was a teacher.
Tonk's parents.
Oh, yeah.
Which their names, I don't have them on here, but it is Andromeda Tonks and Ted Tonks. And then the Gaunt family.
Them I don't even remember.
Well, you should for a future question.
Uh-oh.
All right. What's your number 4?
Okay. Number 4. Where are the 2 vanishing cabinets located?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember the name of the shop in the alley.
If you can.
But the other one's in the room of requirement.
Okay, that's correct.
The other one is that creepy dude shop that he has a bunch of dark artifacts, and that's the one they have to like. Well, no, they have to fix the one in room of requirement to connect them. But I don't remember the name of his shop.
So. I'll give you a hint. It's 2 names. If you can give me those, I'll give it to you because I remembered them backwards.
I'm not going to remember that.
Okay. It's Borgin and Burks.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I was like, it's Burks and Borg something. Like,
yeah, I wouldn't have remembered that if I thought about it, but like hearing it, it's like, yeah, that's right.
I love alliteration, so I was just like, I'm like, it's B&B.
Big boobies.
All right.
This is my favorite piece of Harry Potter trivia, and I've said it multiple times. What is Dumbledore's favorite flavor of jam? He says it at the beginning of Half-Blood Prince when they're visiting Slughorn.
Is it apricot?
No. You were too quick to answer. It's raspberry.
Okay. I was like, it's not strawberry or grape because it's too obvious.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, apricot jumped out. I'm like, going with it. Raspberry jam. I like it. All right.
I never had raspberry jam.
I have. It's very good.
Oh, that's cool. I don't like raspberries.
I like raspberries, I guess. All right. This was my favorite question that I had because I can't believe I remembered it. What were the code names used by Lee Jordan and Fred Weasley on Potter Watch?
Oh, God, I'm not going to remember that one. Ugh. That's one I'm not going to remember. All right, just say it. Cause
Lee Jordan is River, and Fred Weasley is Rapier.
What was, do you have Lupin's on there? Because Lupin did appear on one.
I forget Lupin's. I know Kingsley was King.
He's so cool.
Yeah.
Kingsley Shacklebolt's like too cool.
He's the best. Here, I'll look up real quick. Lupin, Potter.
Mark's like, who is the Gaunt family?
It had to do with...
was it just Mooney? Did it like reuse it?
Was it?
Lupin definitely appeared on there.
Yeah, he did. He was the special guy. I loved... I've listened to the audiobooks too. And the guy who does the audiobooks does really good voice acting. And when he comes on, you haven't heard... Lupin's voice in a while, but he does the voice when he comes on because he knows obviously who he is, and you hear his voice, you're like, Lupin!
Oh, that's cool.
Lupin was Romulus.
Which
sorry, Kingsley was royal, not king.
Romulus is an ancient king, right? Like that's what the actual name is.
I think it's Egyptian. If I'm
no, I was gonna say Greek or Roman. It's Roman, I think.
King that Romulus. Makes sense because it's Latin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Romulus was a legendary founder and first king of Rome.
Okay.
Good job.
You know why I remember that? Our dog, we have a dog named Remy. Well, my mom does. And for some reason I call him Romulus. Okay. And it's what I've always called him.
That's awesome.
Well, I call him Remulus. I combine the two.
There you go. That makes more sense.
All right, let me wake my phone up.
All right.
River
Rapier. That's it.
What Horcrux is from Marvolo Gaunt? I said you gotta remember that Gaunt family.
Is it... I have a Horcrux question too, so I'm trying to... I kind of have a little bit of a cheat sheet, but I'm trying to...
That's fine, though.
Okay. I don't want to say these out.
Oh, I know all the Horcruxes.
Okay. I'm between two, I think. Was it the Goblet?
No, it was not.
Was it the Ring?
Yes, it's
the ring. Was the other one that I couldn't remember.
Marvolo Gaunt is the maternal grandfather of Tom Riddle.
Yes.
And the Gaunt family's like that creepy, gross family in a little cabin. And you learn all about Tom Riddle's mom. That's one of the flashback scenes I'm mad wasn't in Half-Blood Prince movie, but I think the movie was still good without it.
I remember all that story. I forgot the name Gaunt. Like, I didn't have those two things connected, like, in my brain.
Well, because his mom had what was her first name? I don't remember.
I remember the ring was affiliated with the mom, and that's but I wasn't connecting her to the Gaunt family. Okay. That's a good one.
So you're number 6.
All right. Name at least 2 of the types of dragons that appeared in the Triwizard Tournament.
The Hungarian Horntail.
Okay.
That's the obvious one, and the Ridgeback Paddywhack. If we talk about
it, it's a magic card.
I feel like there's Norwegian Ridgeback and Hungarian Horntail.
Norwegian Ridgeback.
Was that
dog.
Norbert? Oh, is it?
Yeah, it's a type of dog.
Hungarian Horntail, I think, is all I know.
So the other one I remembered, and that's why I only did 2, was the Common Welsh Green.
Oh, that's a lame name.
Which, yeah, but there's also the Swedish Short Snout, which I'm surprised
These all sound like
that.
dog breeds.
And the Chinese Fireball.
Oh. I feel like I should have remembered that one, because it clicked in my brain when you just said it.
I remember the Common Welsh Green because when they pull out, like, the little dragons, that's the one that, like, looked like it would have been in, like, Arthurian legend.
Yeah.
It was, like...
Voiced by John Hurt.
Yes.
Do you know that reference?
No.
There's a show, Merlin, where it's Arthurian legend, and John Hurt voices the dragon that, guides Merlin.
Awesome.
It's a good show. Super good show, actually.
I'll have to look at it.
Yeah.
Alright. What's your next one?
So my next one is one where I was like, oh, this is probably on both of ours. Name 3 members of the Order of the Phoenix.
I don't have that.
This one should be really easy, because I only did 3 members. I was going to do, like, 8, but I was like, that's too long.
Lupin, Snape, Tonks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just...
Yeah. There's, like...
I'm, like, going through all their faces.
It's, like, super easy, but I was like, whatever.
Yeah. It's just Mr. Weasley, right?
No, Molly Weasley's on it.
She's an official? Yeah. Okay.
And then there's, like, Albus Dumbledore and Aberforth Dumbledore.
Yeah.
It's, like, every character that's ever appeared.
Neville's parents, as I mentioned.
Yeah. They don't put
in
much input, though.
Yes. Alright. Name one of the passwords to Dumbledore's office.
That's one of my questions!
Is it?
Yes, it's actually my last question. So I have all of them. Acid Pops, Lemon Sherbet, Dumbledore, Fizzing Whizbee, Toffee Eclairs, and Cockroach Clusters.
You messed up one.
What?
Lemon Sherbet is what Harry thinks it is.
It's
actually Lemon Drop.
Because this list I looked up the list of all passwords, and Lemon Sherbet was one
So
of them.
the one on mine is Lemon Drop, because that's the one I always remember, because that's the first one. And then Harry goes back later, and he's trying to get into the office, and he says Lemon Sherbet, and it doesn't work, and he's like, I know it's lemon something.
No, he changed it at that point. But, and then there's Dumbledore, which was the password they used after Dumbledore died, and they had to get it, and McGonagall was like, Dumbledore. All right, so we did have 2 of the same one. All right, so I'm on number 7 then. All right.
Sure.
Does your knowledge transcend Harry Potter, Mark? Does your Harry Potter knowledge transcend Harry Potter?
I'm scared.
Name 2 actors. You don't have to actually name their names. That appeared in both Harry Potter and Doctor Who. And the reason I say you don't have to say their names is because you could just say the characters.
Oh, well, it's David Tennant, who
Yes.
plays Barty Crouch Jr. and one of the Doctors, obviously. And then, who else has appeared in both? He's like the obvious one, like to me, but I know there's others. But a lot of the, you know how like you watch a movie, you're like, I know that guy.
So I did. There is 2 of them that appear only in 1 episode, but there's another that appears in multiple episodes.
Okay. I'm trying to think. I don't know a second.
All right. So Michael Gambon was in an episode. He played the Scrooge type character in Matt Smith's Christmas Carol one.
Okay.
And then the actor that plays Arthur Weasley played what's his face? Rory's dad. And he was in multiple episodes.
That's right.
And then he actually shared an episode with the actor that plays Filch, was Dinosaurs on the Spaceship one.
Filch, I should have known.
Yeah,
that guy
he's in
appears
everything.
All right. Here's my longest question to be answered. What are all of Voldemort's Horcruxes?
Okay, so I do have a question similar to that where I wrote answers to it, but I'm gonna try to look away from that and try to remember. Nagini.
Okay.
Harry Potter.
Okay, that's the one I was hoping to trick you.
Hufflepuff's Cup. Helga Hufflepuff's Cup.
That's the Goblet. Okay.
The Ravenclaw Diadem.
Yep.
Marvel Gaunt's Ring.
Yep.
Tom Riddle's Diary, and Slytherin's Locket.
You're technically missing one.
There's 7.
Harry's the 8th.
No, Harry's the secret 7th, isn't he?
He's the secret 8th. Voldemort purposely made 7.
Does Voldemort himself count?
Yes.
Okay.
The preserved version of him that requires more Horcruxes to come to life.
I didn't know if he counts as one or not. This question involves your favorite character.
Okay.
Out of the 7 books, Dobby does not appear in 2 of them. Which 2? Because he's only in 2 movies, but he's in 5 books.
Sorcerer's Stone.
Yeah, that's the obvious one.
He's in Chambers of Secrets where he gets introduced because...
Which is why Sorcerer's Stone is the obvious one.
The sock's in the diary, and the diary is like the whole point of that. Sorry if I'm talking too soft. I'm trying to think out loud. Is he in Prisoner of Azkaban? I'm gonna go with Prisoner of Azkaban.
That is right. Sorcerer's Stone and Prisoner of Azkaban.
I'm like trying to think. I'm like, does he not come back until
he comes back in Goblet of Fire?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. And he's
and then
he's in the kitchen
5
at that point, like page wage.
5 and 6. 5 and 6. He has like no more than a page.
Yeah.
But he still technically appears.
All right. Name one major discrepancy in Harry's appearance between the books and the movies.
I know his eyes, because...
Elaborate.
I'm trying to remember. Daniel Radcliffe has blue eyes. In the book, it's hazel.
Close. More like
green.
Primary. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they go into crazy detail in the books about his mother's
Because in the movies, Daniel Radcliffe said the contacts were way too uncomfortable and they couldn't do it for certain movies.
Especially like he was so young in the first movie. He was a 6th grader.
Yeah.
He could not remember lines and
Fidgety little
focus
child
with the contacts, and so they focused on his blue eyes, and then they made sure that the actress that played his mother had blue eyes, so they could still use the eye thing. But yeah, in the books, it's like they go into detail about the green that they are in depth. But yeah, I wanted to have a movie book question. So.
Oh, I actually skipped a question on mine.
All right, you can go back to it.
Yeah. What creature did Hagrid put in the maze in Goblet of Fire? Hint: he taught the students about these creatures all year.
What creature did he put in
the maze in Goblet of Fire? He spent the whole year teaching about these creatures because the previous year he got the hippogriff attack Malfoy, so he had to be strict about it. I just scratched my balls on camera. I was like,
yeah. Oh. I'm trying to think the encounters, but I don't know if I remember any of the creatures' names.
There were really cool encounters in
that because I remember were the Vine Walls a creature, or were those just...
I think that was just...
They were just hexed,
bewitched,
right? Yeah.
You forgot about the Sphinx, too? There's a freaking Sphinx in the maze.
That's right.
Yeah.
This is the creature that Cedric and Harry kind of battle together, right? Or Harry even saves Cedric from, maybe?
No. He saves Cedric from, Bulgarian dude, because he's,
that's right, that's
the
right.
Imperious Curse.
I can't remember the name of the creature.
The Blast-Ended Scroots.
That's right. That's right. Alright. I should have known that.
What are you on, 10?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, yes, 10.
Okay.
And we had the shared one, so you're down a question anyway.
But I also... How many did I get wrong so far? You got 2 wrong so far on mine. Did I also get 2?
1, 2, 3.
So I'm out.
So, you were the first to get 3 wrong. But if I get 3 wrong, like, before we finish, then we'll just call it a draw.
I knew I should have made them harder.
Alright. What magical creature that may or may not exist does Luna Lovegood blame misfortune and problems on? She says it a lot.
Well, I remember some of her creatures. I remember the Crumplehorn Snorkax or whatever.
Why would you remember that?
I remember the Rack Spurts, but I think those are the things. I think Nargles are the ones
Yes!
she blames everything on.
I'm giving you a fist bump for that.
Alright. Yeah.
Nargles is correct.
I remember because my favorite Billy and Mandy character is Nurgle.
Oh,
It's close enough.
That's what I wrote. I wrote Knurgles, and then when I like fact checked, I'm like Nargles, right?
Alright. Are you ready, bro?
Yes.
Who taught defense against the dark arts in Deathly Hallows?
In Deathly Hallows. So who was assigned the position of teacher?
Yeah. For
It was
defense against the
Snape,
dark arts.
but he didn't. No, wait.
No, Snape was headmaster at this point.
Yeah, you're right.
He was defense against the dark arts in Half-Blood
in the
Prince.
Half-Blood Prince. I'm trying. At first, I'm like, "Oh, this is a trick question because Harry, Ron, and Hermione don't go to school."
Yeah.
But they that's why I said assigned. So Snape's headmaster. So who's teaching defense against the dark arts? Was it the guy that they brought back to teach potions?
Slughorn?
Yeah.
No, I'm pretty sure he was still teaching potions.
I don't know that.
Alright, this is my trick question. They got rid of defense against the dark arts and changed it to dark arts.
Oh.
And it was the
okay.
Caro twins that taught it. The two Death Eater Caro twins.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
They taught dark arts.
Well, that's crazy. Yeah, that's not like a part of the book that like sunk in at all.
it's barely memorable.
That was a really good question.
Neville says it in the movie and the book where he's like, "Oh, and they have the stupid Caro twins teaching dark arts."
I proudly submit like my third incorrect answer to that question. That was a good question. All right. I want to see how far your Harry Potter knowledge extends into the world.
How big is
Okay,
Daniel
fine.
Radcliffe's penis? It's 6.5 inches. He shows it in that horse play.
Name all of Albus Dumbledore's siblings.
Okay, you got Aberforth Dumbledore and his sister that I don't remember the name of.
That's not the one I was trying to trick you on.
All Dumbledore's siblings.
Yes.
I don't remember his sister's name. I feel like it's almost basic. I mean, she became a little stupid anyway, so. Aberforth Dumbledore. I'm like literally like reciting the Dumbledore biography in my head. that person wrote that's like hate speech. I don't think I know her name. I almost don't want you to say it because I'm gonna hear it and know it and hate myself.
Do you know the first letter at least?
No.
All of them start with A's. I don't know if that helps.
No.
It's Ariana.
Oh, I knew it was a basic white girl name.
And the third answer, assuming Grindelwald is not lying, is Aurelius.
Oh, I
from
forgot.
the newest movie.
Fantastic Beasts and J.K. Rowling's transphobia.
Yes, technically part of the Harry Potter canon.
Wow, I forgot that movie was a thing.
Yeah.
All
right, that was your fourth wrong. Let's see. Can I hold on to the lead through the end?
This one's easy,
All
too.
right.
Who was headmaster before Dumbledore?
Oh my gosh, I hate names because I always forget.
I should have just did names for all.
Should've.
I mean, while you think on that, I should come up with a 12th question. What's the name of this dude?
Gosh, he calls on his portrait like all the time.
I'd give you a hint if you weren't ahead.
What's the hint?
I said I would give you one if you weren't ahead. I'll tell you.
I'm not gonna get.
He was also the headmaster while the Chamber of Secrets was open.
I'm not gonna get the name. I have like the imagery and everything, but I'm not gonna get the name.
It's Armando Dippet.
Yeah, that wasn't gonna get pulled out of anywhere.
All right. So Mark, talk. Why I have a. All right. This is all I can think of. What is the name of the giant spider in Chamber of Secrets?
The giant spider is Aragog.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
What's the scientific name of this species? No,
all right. Last question.
There's another one?
Yes. Because I don't. Why did you miss one?
Oh, I went from my 11th to 12th. No, you got 12.
Okay. How many players are on the pitch in Quidditch, and what are their positions? So start with how many players.
No, I'm going to have to name them to know.
Okay.
There's one keeper, one seeker, two beaters, two chasers. Oh, how close am I?
So close.
Oh,
It's 3 chasers.
oh no.
It's basically hockey, and then there's a seeker.
Oh. I was like, I remember two beaters because it was the Weasleys, but I can't think of many chasers.
I can't remember. I always only remember one chaser ever like being depicted.
Yeah.
But they definitely name like the whole team.
So I think we both learned that you and I are both terrible with names.
Yeah. Did you have another question that you missed, or?
No, I did 2 in a row accidentally.
Oh, okay.
Because I did the Aragog one. Because I didn't have the 12th. Because my 12th was name one password for Dumbledore's office.
Yep. Lemon drop.
So we only had one question overlap.
And we both got 4 wrong, so we actually tied. I think it was cool too to see what things kind of
Wait.
You did miss one, right?
Hold on. You got who was the headmaster before Dumbledore wrong? Who taught defense against the dark arts? You got Blast-Ended Scroots wrong. You did not name 2 actors. You only named 1, and you got number 4 Privet Drive wrong.
Oh, okay. So you beat me by 1.
Suck my balls!
I'm glad you caught that.
Oh, and you named 3 characters that were present in the books and not the movies. That's 6.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so you did better than me.
All right, loser has to suck winner's penis.
You always go for that. Every time. Just come up with something original. Like, let me put in your butt or something.
Well, your penis is always in my mouth. It's time for a change of pace. All right?
As I was saying, I think it's kind of cool to see, like, what each of us remembered. Like, from the movies and books to come up with our questions.
Yeah, there was stuff, like, I was thinking of that I'm like, that's just too hard, and, like, I might even have to Google to remember that.
Yeah.
And then there was stuff like, what are the invisible things that carry the carriages? I was like, no, that's too easy.
Yeah. There's I was trying to remember, like, the ingredients to, like, Polyjuice Potion and, like, the number of staircases, like, really, like, crazy stuff, and I'm like... That's a good question, but I have to Google.
There's 142 staircases in Hogwarts.
I'm just gonna crown you.
There's 142. All right. I said it. I'm like, it might be 143. I hope I'm right.
142. All right, thank you for joining us for How Well Does Marq and Danny Know Pokemon:
Harry Potter Edition. Volume 1.
Dual questions being asked. I'll put the title in the description.
Episode 3 of series.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Bell.
Bang-a-ding-ding-dong.
Yes. I like doing these videos.
I do too.
Let's do more.
All right. I don't like the part where one of us has to get up, though, and go and stop the recording.